Welcome to Simon Field on the campus of DC Everest Senior High School. The high school baseball playoffs are here. A division semifinal game is coming up here between Eau Claire Memorial, a number 11 seed, and DC Everest, a number 6 seed. My name's Chris Conley. Glad you're with us today on what's going to be a really nice day for baseball. We're at 80 degrees. The wind is dead calm. The visiting Old Abe's send this batting order to face DC Everest starting pitcher Cade Felch. Nolan Sweeney plays second base and leads off. Caden Kreschke is in right field. He'll bat second. Ian Bauer is the shortstop, batting third. Mason McCarthy is the designated hitter. He'll bat fourth, and he'll hit for pitcher junior Ethan Palachek. Batting fifth is the third baseman, Ryan Reisman. Center fielder Ben Strayer will bat sixth. In left field, Aaron Gundlach will hit seventh. Abbott Jepson plays first base. He'll hit eighth, and Aaron Smith is the catcher, batting ninth. For the visiting Old Abe's, in their purple tops with white numerals and pinstripe pants, Sweeney, Kreschke, Bauer, McCarthy, Reisman, Strayer, Gundlach, Jepson, and Smith. For the home-standing DC Everest Evergreens, Ty Rohde will lead off and will play right field. Cooper Ritchie bats second. He'll be in left. The second baseman, Ryan Schultz, who for the later part of the season has moved up in the batting order, Schultz will play second base and will bat third. Aiden Hopt is at third base, and he'll hit fourth. Cole Van Slyke, left-handed swinging catcher, will bat fifth. Cade Felch, the Evergreen starting pitcher, will hit for himself and bat sixth. Brody Hall's at first base. He'll hit seventh. Maddox Wyro, rangy shortstop for the Evergreens, will bat eighth. And Hayden Grzinski plays center field and bat ninth. Homestanding Evergreens are in white with green trim and green numerals. It's Rohde, Ritchie, Schultz, Hopt, Van Slyke, Felch, Hall, Wyro, and Grzinski. The Evergreens arrive here on an 8-game winning streak. What does that mean with a loss today? It means nothing. This is a loser-out game. It's single elimination in the high school baseball playoffs, so one loss today will send one of these teams home. Our pregame coverage on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, and also on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. The Old Abe's played here at the Everest Triangular. The teams were Everest, Eau Claire Memorial, and Neenah. So the Evergreens have a win from earlier in the season. It is actually part of their 8-game winning streak, where the Evergreens defeated the Old Abe's. What's different from that game? Well, that was a Saturday game, non-conference late in the season. Neither team used their best pitching. You got to throw your best here in the first round of the playoffs. Let's go out to field level at Simon Field as the crowd comes to its feet for the Star-Spangled Banner. Playoff baseball straight ahead. Evergreens and Old Abe's first pitch when we come back on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable, with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens are in the field. Will be underway momentarily. Our umpires today are wearing the black. Wrong choice. I think on a day like today, it's just hot enough that you want the light blues. Cade Felch, right-handed senior, taking his warm-up throws, and here's the defense behind him. We'll start in the Everest outfield. Cooper Ritchie in left, who's been a defensive surprise for the Evergreens. He's made a series of spectacular catches over the course of the season. Hayden Grzinski plays center field. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year. And Ty Rohde, the sophomore, is in right. Everest infield has a couple of recent graduates from the class of 2026. Aiden Hopt, graduated senior, plays third base. Maddox Wyro for the Evergreens, junior shortstop. And Maddox has great range at shortstop. Ryan Schulz, graduating senior, plays second base, and that's Brody Hall over at first. An all-senior battery for the Evergreens. Newest members of the DC Everest Alumni Club. Ryan Cole Van Slyke catching, and Cade Felch ready to throw. Cade is not overpowering on the mound, but he's a battler. Lots of times, Cade may fall behind in the count and then battles back and wins the out. And for the Old Abes, this is a great baseball program. Year after year, they're good. To have them down at a number 11 seed this year, that's unusual for them. The Old Abes just have a younger team this year. Not a lot of seniors. A lot of juniors and some sophomores on the roster for Old Abes. Our fans back in Eau Claire, we're glad you found us here on Zaleski Sports. Good to see you. Nolan Sweeney to lead off, and playoff baseball's underway. First ball swinging, it's a grounder to second. Ryan Schulz has it. His throw is wild. Starts off with a throwing error on the Evergreen second baseman Ryan Schulz on what looked like a completely routine play.
Now batting the right fielder.
Didn't have to rush his throw. And Cade Felch, the Everest pitcher, is going to have to get himself 4 outs this inning instead of just 3. Caden Kruschke to hit. Not the start that the Evergreens were looking for. Throw over to first, runners back. You know, what's the key for the Evergreens in the postseason? Not to beat themselves. They've had some very high error games over the course of the season. When the errors have been down, the Evergreens have played just fine. Throw over to first, and the runner is back. Sweeney's got speed. Still waiting for the first pitch home to Caden Kruschke. Was thinking about bunting, takes a strike. Everest coach Greg Langbin can't believe that there's an error up on the board. He's not even down to the field yet. My goodness. No balls and 1 strike. Runner is not going. The bunt is on. Gets away from the catcher, Cole Van Slyke. Van Slyke thought the ball went out of play. The runner's going to take third base. Wow. Van Slyke stopped chasing that ball like he thought it rolled into the Everest dugout. It did not. Stayed into the field of play. The wild pitch cost the Evergreens 2 bases. Nolan Sweeney gets all the way, and it's through. Felch tried to stop that, and it's through. Felch tried to stop that. Just too much velocity for the pitcher to make a play on that ball. And the Old Abes, before the first out is recorded, have a run on the scoreboard. 1-0.
Now batting the shortstop, Ian Bauer.
Kruschke gets himself an RBI. An unearned run to start off the ball game. Ian Bauer to hit. Aimed and low, ball one. Aimed again and outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Cade Felch looks a little rattled. 1 or 2 more out of the strike zone. Someone will pay a visit to the mound to talk this over. Felch deserves a little better than what he has here. Inside, 3-0. You know, on the RBI single, if the infield is back, there's at least a chance of making a play and getting it out. You'd give up the run regardless. But the Evergreens are having trouble getting out 1 here in the visitors' first. 3-0 pitch coming, runners not going, and that's on the outside corner, strike 1. Playoff baseball is brought to you by Design Theory 19. Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Downtown Wausau or online, designtheory19.com. Design Theory 19, where dreams become reality. It's a walk. Ian Bauer down to first, Caden Kruschke down to second. First 3, Old Abe's reach. And now an early visit to the mound. First 3 batters reach. On an error, a drawn-in infield hit, and a walk. While Coach Dave Langbin talks this over with Cade Felch, all of the Old Abe base runners get to huddle up, along with the due-up batter Mason McCarthy. McCarthy bats with nobody out and runners on first and second.
Mason McCarthy.
Evergreens have a defensive force at any base. McCarthy's a big kid, looks like a designated hitter. First pitch to him, a little low, ball 1. Called a strike. Evergreens fans like that better, 0-1. Coming home, low. Pops away from catcher Cole Van Slyke. Runners move up. Well, only the lead runner advances. Sorry, Everest fans. I was right. Everyone else in the press box, you, all wrong. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Runners now at first and third. Cole Van Slyke couldn't handle that low pitch. Cade Felch has uncorked 2 wild pitches here. 2-0 pitch. That's a strike. 2-1. Somebody yelled down to our home plate umpire, we're looking for a loud, definitive strike call. Long set. Runner from first is going, pitches down low. Not far enough away for the runner at third to advance. 2 in scoring position. 3 balls and a strike to Mason McCarthy. The infield comes in again, looking to cut down that runner at third, should there be a play at the plate. Hitter's spot here at 3 balls and a strike. Up high. Bases are full.
Now batting.
Krushke at third. Bauer at second. McCarthy at first. Ryan Reisman will hit now. So we know for certain the Evergreens are going to play from behind this afternoon. Question is, how much? This is an uncharacteristic first inning for Cade Felch. Coming home here, fly ball to right center. Coming over, diving. He did not make the catch. Hayden Grzinski laid out for it. 2 runs will score. The runners on the bases had to hold up for a moment to see if Grzinski would come up for that. Left his feet. It's a 2 RBI double. Grzinski laid out and almost made a spectacular catch. Runner at third would have tagged and scored anyway. Because Grzinski couldn't come up with it, 2 runs are in. 3-0, Old Abe's. Here comes another visit to the mound. And the Evergreens will make a pitching change. Cade Felch faces 5 batters, all of them reach. He did not record an out. Riley Lake will come out of the Everest dugout, and he's cold. I don't think he was warming up.
They have him going in the bullpen to start the game.
They did have him in the bullpen earlier. So the Evergreens immediately are off script. Junior Riley Lake, who, by the way, faced these Old Abes when they were here for the Triangular earlier in the month. Riley Lake, junior right-hander, comes on for the Evergreens. I mean, the challenge for the Evergreens here is that there's still nobody out. 2 more runners in scoring position. And you just don't want the game to get away from you before you even get a chance to hit. That's the danger for the Evergreens here. Riley Lake's a junior.
Now pitching for
He'll be one of the Evergreens' big starters next season. But this is kind of an unexpected playoff spot for Riley Lake. Three runs in, and the Evergreens have still not recorded a first out. So as good a start as the Old Abes could have hoped for today. Baseball coverage on Zaleski Sports is brought to you by Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits from day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Riley Lake is ready to go, spending some extra time with his infielders. He'll face Ben Strayer. He's the 6th Old Abe to hit. First 5 all reached.
Now batting for Eau Claire Memorial, center fielder Ben Strayer.
And the Evergreens keep the infield in with runners at second and third. So Riley Lake takes over, and here he comes, the righty with his first pitch of the afternoon. Low. Pops away from catcher Cole Van Slyke, not far enough away. Ball 1. Lake comes set at the belt. Coming home. Strike, 1-1. Now, if you think the Evergreens had a quick hook for Cade Felch, I mean, it's a playoff game. Everything is magnified. Can't find yourself in too deep a hole before you even get a chance to hit. And Cade Felch was having trouble throwing strikes. 1-1 pitch. Took something off that was close, just missed inside. 2-1.
I'm at 16. Oh, really?
Yeah, Cade Felch threw 16 pitches. 2 wild pitches. An error sure didn't help the cause. 2-1 pitch here. Did that hit him? No, foul ball. Hit the bat. Ben Strayer looked around like he thought that hit him. Not the call. Umpire signals foul ball, and we're at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, Strayer with 2 strikes is looking to put the ball in play. Strike 3 called, and Ben Strayer is out. There's the first out of the inning. Strayer thought that was low or inside, and he thought he was hit by the pitch the last time, so he didn't like the last 2 pitches in the at-bat. Aaron Gundlach will hit. Infield stays in for the left-handed bat of Gundlach. 1 out now. Strike 1. Yeah, what do you want from Riley Lake? Throw strikes. Strike 2. Boy, a strikeout here would be a big step towards finding the exit in this long first inning. Get the infield back if you can get a strikeout in this spot. Keep those runners parked right where they are at second and third. Lake with a big pitch coming, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. This inning's been helped along by an error and 2 walks. Old Abe's have 2 hits, a single against a drawn-in infield, and a line drive double past the diving center fielder. 1-2 pitch, fouled away. Boy, if Hayden Grzinski in right center field somehow makes that diving catch, this inning looks completely different. It was a really difficult play. Left his feet in the gap on a ball that was kind of moving away from him, too. When he couldn't come up with it, 2 more runs would come in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Almost hit him. Past the catcher, wild pitch will bring a run in. 4-0. The infield stays drawn in. Runner from second moves up to third base. Two balls, 2 strikes. Shortstop on the backhand side, throws low and dug out. Good play at first base by Brody Hall. The runner at third stays put. There's the second out. Big out for the Evergreens.
Now batting the first baseman, Abbott Jepson.
That ball got out on shortstop Maddox Wyro quickly. Wyro made a good play, hit to the left side, so the runner from third did not break home. And then Brody Hall dug it out on a hop. Abbott Jepson is the 8th Old Abe to hit here in the first inning. trying to pick up a runner at third with 2 outs. First ball swinging, strike 1. They took that. Called a strike. Four runs in for the Old Abes. Way up high, 1-1. That runner at third base is still Cade Felch's responsibility. So Felch is charged with 4 runs and did not record an out in the first inning of this game. 1-1 pitch, fouled back, a ball and 2 strikes. Let's see if Riley Lake, on in what figures to be a long relief assignment, can get out of his first inning right here. One, 2 pitch. Strike 3 called, inning over. Riley Lake retired all 3 of the first batters that he faced. But the Old Abes put up a 4 spot. They'll play from in front. Evergreens are coming up next in the bottom of the first inning. This is high school playoff baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Evergreens coming up to bat, trailing by 4. They'll face Eau Claire Memorial's best pitcher. He's a junior, Ethan Palachek. Palachek's a right-hander, taking his warm-up throws now. The defense behind him. Let's start in the outfield. Aaron Gundlach is in left. Ben Strayer is in center. Caden Kruschke's in right. The Old Abes infield. Ryan Reisman is the third baseman. Ian Bauer at shortstop. Nolan Sweeney plays second base, and Abbott Jepson's at first. Aaron Smith catches, and Ethan Palachek will get ready to work to tie Rhodey. What's Rhodey's job here? Get on base. Can't lead off the inning with a 4-run homer, so the Evergreens need base runners.
And leading off for the Evergreens, the right fielder, Ty Rhodey.
Rhodey has had, I think it's fair to say, kind of a weird season. In April, everything off of Rhodey's bat was a line drive. Even the outs were hard hit. Looks like he's been pressing a little more in May. What you'd like for Ty here is just play within himself. He's first ball swinging and loose on the right side of the infield. Bounced off a couple of gloves. Rhodey's got himself a hit to open up the game. Rhodey was going to be safe at first anyway. First baseman was over and no one was covering the bag. One swing of the bat and the Evergreens have themselves a base runner. Here's Cooper Ritchie.
You don't see that outside of Little League?
Coop has moved up in the Everest batting order as the season has gone on. He squares to bunt, trailing by 4 runs. I think they're going to say that he offered at that. It was out of the strike zone, though, but it's strike 1. Yep, Coop offered. Rhodey's got such good speed, he could steal a base on his own here. The bunt is on again. Pulls it back, pitches high and away, 1-1. Now, Ethan Polachek, the Old A's pitcher, has to realize the Evergreens are giving him an out. He's got to take it. See if Rhodey goes on his own here. Not going. Pulls the bat away, but Nutt hit the bat and was foul. A ball and 2 strikes. So Richie has had trouble getting the bunt down. And you know what? All 3 of the pitches in this sequence were all out of the strike zone. Could easily be 3-0 here. Instead, the count is 1-2. Boy, we may say this a couple more times before the game is over. In the playoffs, everything is magnified. Up and in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So with 2 strikes on him, the bunt is off for Cooper Ritchie here. Runners going, hit and runs on, throw down to second, big jump for Rhodey, he's safe. Got away from the shortstop covering Ian Bauer. Rhodey does not advance further than that. So the Evergreens get Rhodey into scoring position regardless. And back at home plate, the count goes full to Cooper Ritchie. Ethan Polachek, now it's early in his afternoon of work, but he hasn't thrown strikes either. Popped up. It's in play. On the infield, pitcher calling and catching. Polachek has retired Cooper Ritchie. Here comes Ryan Scholes for the Evergreens.
Now batting the second baseman, Ryan Scholes.
Scholes looking for a hit to the outfield to cut into a 4-run deficit. Goes without saying, huge amounts of baseball left to be played today. Off speed, stays way upstairs. Ball 1. Newton Electric says from residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelec.com. 1-0 pitch to left field, and it's down. See if the Evergreens try and score. Ty Rhodey. Yep. Coming into second base and trying for third is Scholes. Safe. Evergreens get a run back. Into the left field corner goes Ryan Scholes.
Now batting for the Evergreens, third baseman, Aiden Haupt.
Here's Aiden Haupt to hit for the Evergreens. So maybe this will be one of those high-scoring wild games. Who could tell? With a 4-1 lead, the Old A's keep the infield back, and why wouldn't they? Outside to Haupt, ball 1. Haupt, another one of the Evergreens bats that's been hotter later in the season. He was hitting 5th and 6th earlier in the year and moves into the cleanup spot today. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. The dangerous Cole Van Slyke waits on deck. Two-0 pitch. Haupt takes a strike on the inside corner. Simon Field has been mowed, and we haven't had a lot of rain in the last couple of days. Field today is going to play hard and fast. 2-1 pitch. Aimed, low, 3-1. Yeah, both starting pitchers, Cade Felch, who's already been chased from the game, and now the junior Ethan Polachek, having trouble throwing strikes. Taking, and it's strike 2. Count is full. I get it. Haupt was hoping that he could work out a walk and get himself down to first base. Ryan Scholes at third. The Evergreens have one run in. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Hopt was out in front there. He's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Cole Van Slyke.
Yeah, it's only the first inning, but this feels like a big at-bat for the Evergreens. If Cole delivers a hit, they will have halved the Old Abe's lead. 4-1 just seems not as good in this spot. Cole Van Slyke ready to go. Off speed, outside. I get that the breaking ball to the left-handed bat can be a tough pitch to handle. But if I'm Ethan Palachek and want to keep that runner at third, I want my best stuff. I probably want my fastball here. Fly ball, shallow center. Shortstop is back on the outfield grass, and Ian Bauer has retired Cole Van Slyke. Evergreens get 2 hits. They get 1 run in, but leave another runner stranded at third base. 1 inning complete, 4-1. Old Abe's lead the Evergreens on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
DH. He'll hit in the Riley Lake spot when the Evergreens come up to bat in the home half of the second inning.
We got stuck in that line that I got stuck in it before. You should be able to skip the line. The uniform you think we give it to you.
Aaron Smith, Eau Claire Memorial catcher, will lead off. Ryan Scholes is late onto the field. The Evergreen second baseman is out there now. Now we're ready to go. So the Evergreens hoping for a less eventful visitors' second inning than the first. Old Abe touched him up for 4 runs on 2 hits, an error, 2 walks. A couple of wild pitches. 3 wild pitches in that first inning. First pitch is up high, ball 1 to Aaron Smith. You want to make sure that Riley Lake knows that he's working to the number 9 batter. So you want to challenge here, no free passes at the bottom part of the batting order. Fouls that back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Batter asks for time, and it's granted. Cade Felch faced 5 batters, did not record an out. Then Riley Lake came in. 6, 7, and 8 in the order, struck out 2 of them, and closed the door in a 4-run first inning. Just inside. Close, 2-1. Ground ball up the third base side, but foul, 2-2. Let's take a moment to talk about how the playoff brackets shape up. The other game that we'll be watching today is Spash against Wausau East. Spash would be an overwhelming favorite. They finished first in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Lumberjacks finished last in the league. 2-2 pitch. Fly ball, left field. Coming in is the left fielder Cooper Ritchie. He's got it. There's the first out. So the winner of this game, in all likelihood, will play again at Buchholz Park in Stevens Point. Spash is a number 3 seed, so Spash doesn't get a bye, but they get a home game today and a home game against the winner of this matchup, assuming that they advance. That Thursday game will be on Zaleski Sports right here. Nolan Sweeney reached on an error. Should have been retired his first time up. First ball swinging, popped up on the infield. Second baseman Ryan Schulz, who committed the error the last time, has it in his glove this time. 2 up, 2 down. Hey, Riley Lake in relief. He comes in and retires the first 5 batters that he's faced. Caden Krushke singled up the middle. Got himself an RBI in his first at-bat. Krushke will hit this time with 2 outs and the base is empty. First ball swinging here. Ty Rohde in right. Couple of steps back. He's got it. Reaches up. It's a 3 up, 3 down inning. Hey, the junior Riley Lake looks pretty sharp in relief. Old Abes do not score in their half of the second inning. Evergreens are coming up trailing by 3 on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Award-winning burgers for lunch since 2013. Open 7 days a week with a big lineup of cold drinks. All at Brews Brothers, Highway 29, Weston. I like that Cade Felch is still in this ballgame. Can still help his team with the bat. Off-speed pitch in, strike 1. Ground ball deep in the hole and through. The Evergreens have a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the second. Evergreens have had leadoff singles in innings 1 and 2.
Brody Hall.
Here comes Brody Hall for the Evergreens. Cade Felch down at first base is about to end what's been an interesting high school sports career. Cade Felch was playing varsity basketball as a freshman throwing down threes from all over, one of the best three-point shots in the entire state. And then has spent his springtime playing baseball. The Evergreens have the bunt on, pulled back, low, ball one to Brody Hall. The bottom part of the Everest batting order has been productive. So after Hall, you've got WIAA and Grzinski, both capable at the plate. Third baseman pinches in, sacrifice is still on. Bunted, foul, 1-1. The Evergreens have been better this year, not to jinx anybody, they've been better this year at getting sacrifice bunts down. See if Brody Hall can deliver here. Bunt is still on and pops it up. The catcher makes the catch. See? Jinxed him. Aaron Smith retires Brody Hall. The runner does not advance. Here's Maddox Wyro.
Now batting the shortstop, Maddox Wyro.
Maddox has been quietly good this year. Made a lot of good throws defensively, deep in the hole at short, and he's been hitting too in the later parts of the season. Evergreens were hoping that leadoff runner Cade Felch would be down at second for Maddox. He's still stuck at first base. Maddox takes on the inside corner. Strike one. Ethan Palachek was staked to a 4-0 lead before he threw his first pitch today. That's up high, snap throw down to first, runners back. If you're an Old Abe's fan and you're not familiar with Simon Field, there's nowhere anywhere that has more foul territory. When I'm playing with a 3-run lead, I'm not really interested in trying to pick runners off or throw down to first base. Anything that rolls into foul territory costs you 2 bases. 1-1 to Wyro, throw back, easy toss. Cade Felch's speed, average. I'm not sure you're going to have him stealing a base here. Throw over to first, runners back. The Old Abes are not so sure. I don't know, if you've got confidence in Maddox Wyro, you could hit and run in this spot. Runner is not going. Bounced off the plate. This is in play. Pitcher handles the tough English, throws to first. Safe! Safe! The pitcher had to come off the mound and had to barehand that, throw it over to first. Not there in time.
Grzinski.
Only one out still. Runners at first and second. Here's Hayden Grzinski. Ty Rhodey on deck, assuming no double play here. Again, Evergreen's looking to nibble away at a 3-run deficit. Grzinski checked his swing. He didn't go. Ball one. No appeal to the infield umpire either. Again, Grzinski the number 9 spot, so Palachek doesn't want to give up a free pass in this spot at all. 1-0 pitch. Aimed low. 2-0. Old Abe's with 4 runs in the first, but you know what? The lead doesn't feel particularly safe. That's aimed, and that's low too. 3 balls and no strikes. Grzinski's got to take a pitch here. You could load up the bases. He may take 2 pitches in this spot. Load him up for Ty Rhodey. Evergreens would like that opportunity. Rhodey waits on deck. 3-0 pitch to Grzinski inside, a 4-pitch walk. Bases are filled with evergreens. Cade Felch at third, Maddox Wyro at second, Hayden Grzinski at first. And there'll be a visit to the mound. Again, the 4-1 lead seems meh right now. Baseball is brought to you by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Save up to $260 on a select set of 4 installed Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card. It's part of the Memorial Day event, which runs through this weekend at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Get details online and find a location near you at SherrillTire.com. The Old Abe's infield did not join the conference on the mound. Catcher, pitcher, and coach Kyle Kaufman. Ty Rohde singled his first time up. Old Abe's have a force at home and they play in at first and third. So hit sharply to either side of the diamond, the play's to home plate. First pitch to Rohde. Outside, ball 1. Close, and boy, with the bases loaded, pitcher needs the first pitch to be a strike. Just feels like the batter's in the driver's seat when he's ahead even just 1-0 with the bases full. Rohde's looking for something he can drive. That is on the outside corner, 1-1. That pitch looked like it was in the same spot as the first one. First one judged a ball, second one judged a strike. Count is even, 1-1. Only one out. Rohde with speed, almost impossible to double up. Aimed low, 2-1. Boy, a Ty Rohde hit to the outfield, and suddenly this game just feels completely different. Palachek coming home. He aimed that one, and he's low, 3-1. Rohde is one of the most dangerous bats in the Everest lineup. Do you let him take a pitch here, trying to force one in with a bases-loaded walk? Probably. Then he could swing away at 3-2 if a strike is coming in the spot. 3-1 pitch. He's swinging, and it's through to left field. Ty Rohde's just changed the look of this game. It's in the corner. 1 run, 2 runs in. Rohde's got a double. And the Evergreens have the tying and go-ahead runs on base. Ty Rohde brings in 2 to left field. He's 2 for 2 in the game.
Now batting the left fielder, Cooper Ritchie.
Cade Felch and Maddox Wyro both come around to score. And there's only one out. Evergreens are looking for more out of this situation. Cooper Ritchie popped out to the pitcher his first time up. Infield plays a step in with runners at second and third. Off-speed pitch drops in on Coop. Strike 1. Hit to the outfield. Rohde can fly at second base. He can come all the way around and give the Evergreens a lead. 0-1 pitch. Up high. 1-1. Ryan Schulz is on deck. Ryan Schulz had a triple his first time up to left field. And now there is action in the Old Abe's bullpen. So the starters not long for this game. A ball and a strike. Palachek is laboring. Comes home. Took something off that pitch and it's outside. 2-1. You know, if Ritchie delivers a 1-run hit here, 1-out hit, that may be the end for Ethan Palachek. Bounces low, good stop by the catcher Aaron Smith. 3-1. Smith did a good job making sure that didn't go back to the backstop, but it took him a moment to locate where the ball was. Down between his legs. Three balls and one strike. Palachek's in danger of loading up the bases again. I give Cooper Ritchie the green light here. Swing away, drive him in. 3-1 pitch. Swings and misses. 3-2. That's all right. Still has another shot this at bat. A little bit of a wind now blowing out to right field. The weather is just not a factor at all today. A beautiful afternoon at Simon Field. 3-2 pitch. Up high. Bases are loaded again. That's Hayden Grzinski down at third. Ty Rohde at second. And Cooper Ritchie, who just walked, is down at first. Ryan Scholes with an RBI triple his last time up. Evergreen's looking to flip the script and give us a lead change in this spot. Off-speed pitch. In for strike one. Aiden hopped on deck if the inning continues. First base, third base, pinched in. Off-speed pitches up high, 1-1. Yeah, Palachek's pitch count, we just checked it, 42 pitches, and he's not through the second inning yet. So this has the look of a playoff bullpen game. 1-1 pitch. Swung at the high hard one, fouls it off. Palachek really needs a bases-loaded strikeout. Ryan Scholes really looking to put this ball in play. Pitcher has worked ahead. 1-2 pitch coming. Down the left field line, foul. So we'll do 1 and 2 over again. Old Abe's have a lot of fans here. 90-minute drive from there to here on a pleasant Tuesday afternoon. Swung at a pitch that was up above the shoulders. Ryan Scholes helped the pitcher out there. There's out number 2. It's up to Aiden Hopt.
That brings up the third baseman, Aiden Hopt.
Aiden struck out his first time, 0 for 1. This means the Old Abes now with 2 outs can play the entire infield back. Aiden's looking for some 2-out bingo in this spot. The bases are still full, but the Old Abes still have the lead. First pitch to Aiden's up high, ball 1. Aiden is the 8th Evergreen to bat here in the home second. That is on the inside corner, 1-1. Borderline pitch that didn't go Aiden's way. Ethan Palachek trying to strand the bases loaded, trying to get back into the dugout with this 1-run lead still intact. 1-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch is in for strike 2. You think sooner or later, one of those breaking balls is going to be left out over the plate. It's going to be smacked to Mosinee. Hasn't happened yet. 1-2 pitch. On the ground, shortstop, long throw, dug out to end the inning. Good play at first base by Abbott Jepson. Ian Bauer's throw was short. Jepson dug it out. Evergreens leave the bases loaded, but they're closer. Now 4-3 on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Top of the third is on. Hello, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. Got Eau Claire Memorial fans and Everest fans in our Zaleski Sports coverage today. Glad that you're with us. Streaky game. Old Abe's opened up with 4 runs in the first. Evergreens have scored 3 unanswered since then. The story of the game right now is Riley Lake. Relief pitcher, came on in the first inning. He's retired the first 6 batters that he's faced. He faces 3, 4, and 5. Ian Bauer to start. Bauer fouls it back, strike 1. Baseball today is brought to you by Lead Car Toyota of Wausau. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota Wausau, your full-service destination for all things Toyota, including a state-of-the-art collision center. Lead Car Toyota, North 20th Avenue, Wausau's west side. Righty to lefty, 0-1 pitch coming. Breaking ball is outside, 1-1. Bauer walked and scored his first time up. Fouled back for strike 2. We mentioned this before when the Old Abes were over here earlier in the month to play at the Everest Triangular. Riley Lake was the starting pitcher. So this is someone that the Old Abes have gotten a good long look at before earlier in the season. Been unable to do anything with Riley Lake. He's ahead in the count here, 1-2. Checked his swing, did not go, 2-2. Lake coming home, looking to retire the leadoff batter just inside, 3-2. Count's full, and Lake's coming home. Fly ball, foul territory down the third base side, out of play. So we'll do 3-2 again. Lake ready to offer. Low, it's the first base runner that Riley Lake has allowed, a leadoff walk to start the visitors' third. Mason McCarthy was also walked his first time up, walked by Cade Felch.
DH, Mason McCarthy.
I mean, the challenge for the Evergreens, you got to keep the Old Abes at 4 runs. Can't find yourself falling behind again, especially when you're trying to climb out of the early deficit. Runner takes a big lead. First ball swinging fouled off down the first base side and out of play. Got a car parked over there in front of the equipment shed, so they're enjoying the air conditioning in their sedan. Flash your lights if you've got the Zaleski Sports feed on there. Throw over to first, a wild throw to first, gets away from Brody Hall. Cost the Evergreens only 1 base. An error on pitcher Riley Lake. Evergreens have committed their second error of the game. Nobody out, and the Old Abes have a runner in scoring position. Kind of a side-winding delivery. It is through into shallow left field. Runner's going to try and score. There may be a play at the plate. No, it's up the line. Up the line, and the throw is backed up after it got past catcher Cole Van Slyke. That error moved the runner up into scoring position, and it cost the Evergreens a run. An unearned run stretches the Eau Claire lead out to 5-2.
Now batting the third baseman, Ryan Reisman.
That's an RBI for Mason McCarthy. Although the run unearned because it moved from first to second. Runner advanced on that wild pickoff throw. McCarthy moved up to second on the throw to the plate. Here's Ryan Reisman, and there's still nobody out. Outside, ball 1. Throw is low. 2 balls, no strikes. Baseball Today is brought to you by France Propane, your locally owned, complete service propane company serving all of central Wisconsin for 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane. Local. Quality. Family. There's a strike. 2-1. Riley Lake had been cruising along till he's run into some trouble here in the visitors' third. And it started off, of course, with a walk. The walks always seem to come around to burn you. On the left side, out at first base. Runner advances from first to third. Well, there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting the center fielder, Ben Strayer.
Ben Strayer called out looking his first time up, 0 for 1 today. Evergreens are going to bring the infield in again, not wanting to fall further behind. Evergreens trailed 4-0. They trail by 2 right now. There's only 1 out. Strayer is looking to bunt that runner in and bunts it foul. A squeeze play in the third inning of a playoff game. Adventurous. And you know what? You push that ball up the first base line. I think the runner would have scored on that if the bunt was down in fair territory. Instead, no balls and 1 strike to Strayer. The bunt is on again. Pulls the bat back. Did it hit him? It did, I think. The issue is, did Strayer offer at that? And they're not giving him first base. They're going to say he offered at that even though the pitch hit him. Offering at him makes it a strike. It's 0-2. A little unlucky there. No balls, 2 strikes. Riley Lake looking to battle back. A strikeout sure helps the cause here. Fly ball to left. There's got to be a play out there reaching up. And unable to come up with it is Cooper Ritchie. Ritchie had to reach back over his shoulder, could not make a play. It's a double, and a run scores. Still only 1 out. Coop needed to be going back on a dead run to make a play on that ball. Strayer's got himself an RBI. Aaron Gunlock will hit now. Gunlock grounded out to short his first time up. 1 out and still a runner on second base. Timeout is called. And a visit to the mound coming up here. A walk and 2 hits here in the 3rd inning has allowed the Old Abe's to stretch their lead out. And the Evergreens are going to make a pitching change. I think the Evergreen shortstop, Aiden Hopt, is going to take over as the pitcher. Nope. Caden Allen will pop out of the dugout. Caden Allen will pitch. So the Evergreens are 3 deep on their pitching here. Caden Allen takes over for Riley Lake. Riley Lake works 2 1/3 innings. Reached for 2 hits. One of the 2 runs that he's allowed is earned, the other is not. So here comes Caden Allen, the 3rd pitcher that the Evergreens will use. Caden's a senior. While we have this pitching change, we'll tell you that Baseball Today is brought to you by the Peterson Kramer Funeral Home. Committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. Evergreens will make the Old Abe's face a lefty here. Riley Lake is still responsible for that runner at second base, so we can't quite close the book on Riley Lake. So we've had lots of pitching changes, lots of runs. Game's an hour and 5 minutes old, and here we are on the visitors' 3rd. I'm sending a memo to my agent that I want to be paid by the hour for this game. Allen will face Aaron Gunlock. The Evergreens may have made this pitching change in this spot because they wanted the lefty versus lefty matchup. Gunlock hits from the left side. Home plate umpire has something to say to Caden Allen. What's that all about? Took only a moment. Home plate umpire is back behind the plate, and we're ready to go. 1 out, and there's a runner at second base. Evergreens fell behind 4-0, got within 4-3, only to have fallen behind again here. Lefty to lefty, here comes Gundlach. And Caden Allen's ready to work. Sidearm delivery. Slings that outside, ball one. And the Evergreens left the bases loaded in the home second. Had one out, had a chance to get closer, and could not. 1 ball, no strikes. To left center field, it's down. Another run's going to come in. A one-out single for Aaron Gundlach to greet Caden Allen. And it's back to a 4-run lead for the Old Abes. Gundlach gets himself an RBI.
Baseman Abbott Jepson.
Abbott Jepson struck out his first time, struck out by Riley Lake. That closes the book on Riley Lake. We'll give you his pitching line in just a moment. Abbott Jepson to hit. Swing and foul back for strike one. Riley Lake came on in relief after Cade Felch failed to retire a batter. Felch allowed the first 5 that he faced to reach. Riley Lake worked 2 1/3 innings. 3 runs, 2 earned. Gave up 2 hits, struck out 2, walked 1, and threw a wild pitch. Outside, 1-1. Low, 2-1. Cade Allen works very slowly with runners on base. I mean, at a higher level of baseball where the pitch timer is running, he couldn't work the way he works here in the high school game. That's inside, 3-1. Evergreens have scored in each half inning where they've come up to bat. But they're back down by 4 runs again. Swing and a miss, challenged him, counts full. Jepson's got 1 out and a runner on first to work with. Long look over to first base, coming home, inside corner, strike 3. Abbott Jepson has been called out looking for the second time in the game. 2 outs now, and here comes Aaron Smith. Flied out to left his last time up, 0 for 1 today.
The catcher, Aaron Smith.
So Caden Allen looking to get out of the top of the third. Inside, pops off the glove of catcher Cole Van Slyke. Runner doesn't advance. Popped up. Maybe a play in foul territory? Down the first base line, no. Brody Hall gave a look on the other side of the chain link fence. 1-1. Again, the Evergreens have a win earlier this season over this Eau Claire Memorial team. Just this game, different situation. Sure does feel different. 1-1 pitch coming. 2 outs and a man on first. Out and away. 2-1. That's low. 3-1. Caden Allen in danger of issuing a walk to the number 9 hitter in the Eau Claire Memorial lineup. Swing and fouled back. Caden trying to battle back here. It's 3-2. Runner at first will be off on the pitch. Time asked for at the plate. Aaron Smith steps out. Smith kind of hopped right back in. He's ready to go here. 3-2, 2 outs. Strike 3 called, inning over. Caden Allen battles back and gets strikeouts for the second and third out of the inning. But the Old Abes have pushed their lead back to 4 runs with 3 runs in the visitors' third. Our new score is 7-3. This is high school baseball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Slyke, who flied out to center his first time up, will lead off for Everest. Ethan Palachek still in the game. Looked like the Old Aves were coming out to get him with the bases loaded in the second inning. Throws a strike to Van Slyke to start off the bottom of the third. There is action in the Old Aves bullpen. Up the first base side, foul. Cole is down on the count, 0-2. Evergreens have had their leadoff runner on in both frames so far. Cole's looking to make it for a third. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman's got it. Cole Van Slyke is out by a step. Nolan Sweeney got it over there. 1 out. Cade Felch singled his first time up.
Now batting for the Evergreens, the designated hitter, Cade Felch.
Boy, Palachek would feel great about things if he could hang up a 0 here. Keep that lead at 4 runs. Puts pressure on the Evergreens not to fall further behind. First pitch to Cade Felch, strike one. Felch fouls that away. He's down to the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Palachek has been ahead of the 2 batters that he's faced so far in this inning. Boy, that makes the job easier, doesn't it? Up high, Felch lays off. 1-2. Palachek today, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. Felch checked his swing, called strike 3. Cade Felch didn't go. He's surprised that was called the 3rd strike. 2 up and 2 down for Brody Hall.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brody Hall.
Hall was trying to get a sacrifice bunt down in his last at-bat and wound up popping out to the catcher in foul territory. Hall will hit here with the bases empty. Takes a strike. This could be Palachek's best inning of the ballgame. Takes strike 2. Fouled back and into the road. Just misses the tan pickup truck. Right, our record for hit cars passing on Jelnik Avenue, 0 for a lot. That's good. 0-2 pitch, way up high. 1-2. Inside, 2-2. I mean, if Brody Hall gets on base somehow, the Evergreens with 2 outs cannot surrender this inning. Got to keep pushing for runs. Low, count is full. Brody Hall trying to get himself on any way he can. 2 outs, full count, and Hall asks for time. Three-two pitch, called, strike 3. Brody Hall was a step down to first base, maybe trying to buy himself a call. Ethan Palachek works a 3-up, 3-down inning. He struck out 2. 3 complete. Old Abe's 7. Evergreens 3 on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Hi, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Abbey Bank is thankful for their customers. Your continued trust means the world. Join them each Friday in June for Customer Appreciation Fridays. Stop into any Abbey Bank location for a free Wisconsin dairy treat. A small way to say thank you and to celebrate June Dairy Month. It's their way of showing appreciation while supporting our hardworking Wisconsin dairy farmers. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This ad is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
patchwork pitching against Smash on Thursday. Caden Allen worked 2/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit. None of the runs were charged to him. They belonged to Riley Lake, the pitcher before him. Caden Allen struck out 2 and walked none. So Caden Allen worked a part of the 3rd inning, and now it's Carter Miller on for the 4th, and he faces the top of the Old Abe's order.
Leading off for the Old A's.
Nolan Sweeney is 0 for 2. Sweeney reached on an error and popped out on the infield. Carter Miller throws hard. Highest velocity that the Old A's will have seen today. Strike 1. Right, and Carter Miller works fast, which we appreciate up here today. Strike 2. Nolan Sweeney looked around and then looked down at his third base coach like he can't believe there are 2 strikes on him already. Carter Miller can bring the heat. Here it comes. Through the left side, Nolan Sweeney with a 2-strike single to lead off the 4th. Sweeney's got speed too.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting. Caden Krushke will hit now. Caden has singled and flied out to right field. 1 for 2 today. Runner not going, swing and a miss, strike 1. Yeah, the Old Abe batters now have to be geared for a different velocity. Carter Miller throws hard. Runner not going, inside, 1-1. Felch, Lake, Allen, and now Miller. 4 pitchers used by the Evergreens, and here we are in the 4th inning. Throw over to first, runners back. Great Lakes Cheese says, looking for a workplace that invests in you? Join the Wausau team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last. There's never been a better time to apply. Learn more at greatlakescheese.com. 1-1 pitch. Throw over to first. I think they got him. They got him. Picked him off. Nolan Sweeney disagrees with the call, but he had an extra big lead, and Carter Miller just erased him. Back at the plate, it's still 1-1, and the bases are now empty for Caden Krushke. Little inside, 2-1. Fouled back. Now Cole Van Slyke taking a look just on the other side of the net. 2-2. You saw the Brewers score last night. 16-2. Season high for runs. 18 hits. Season high for hits. Swing and a miss. There's the second out. The 16-2 games are difficult for broadcasters.
Now batting, Ian Bauer.
You know, the 1-run games that turn on the late innings, they kind of speak for themselves. Ian Bauer has walked in both of his plate appearances, his first time against Carter Miller. Righty to lefty with the bases empty. First ball swinging, fouled away, strike 1. just off the outside corner. 1-1.
That sounded like a strike.
That's low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Scooped up by Cole Van Slyke, the Everest catcher. Hit to right center field. Going back. It's up against the wall. Ty Rohde unable to get it. This is going to be a stand-up triple. A long 2-out hit to the right center field gap. Ian Bauer stands at third base. You know what, Old Abe's fans? That pickoff play at first base cost your team a run. If Nolan Sweeney wasn't picked off at first, he'd be rounding third and would be home now. Mason McCarthy, a single and a walk, trying to pick up a runner at third with 2 outs. Strike 1. Tomahawk that down the right field line. It's down. And the Old Abe's lead grows to 5 runs. All of this with 2 outs. Mason McCarthy has 2 hits today. First player in the 2-hit club this afternoon. Drives in Bauer from third.
That brings up Ryan Reisman.
Ryan Reisman doubled, brought in 2 runs and grounded out. 1 for 2 today. Inside, ball 1. So the Old Abe's managed 3 hits here in the 4th inning against Carter Miller. Low. Cole Van Slyke keeps it in front of him. Runner does not advance from first base. 2 balls and no strikes to Reisman. Strike, 2-1. Ben Strayer in the on-deck circle if Reisman can prolong the inning. Back-to-back hits with 2 outs have gotten the Old Abe's another run in. That's up high, 3-1. Coming home, fouled off towards the Everest dugout. Counts full. Old Abe's now on the hit column, 8-5. 3-2 pitch. Swing and fouled off, so we'll do 3-2 again. Full count, coming home. Outside, ball 4. The inning continues. So the Evergreens get to 2 outs in the inning, and then the next 3 batters all reach. Ben Strayer had an RBI double back in the 3rd. He'll hit here in the 4th. Strayer's 1 for 2. Outside, ball 1. The Old Abe's a number 11 seed, looking to upset 6th DC Everest. Swing and a miss, big cut, 1-1. Inside, 2 balls and a strike. Carter Miller, who we said works fast, also slows down when there are runners on base. Behind in the count, 2-1 to Ben Strayer. There are 2 outs. 2 on. Fouled off, 2-2. Miller, long look in. Checks the runner at second. Here is the 2-2 pitch. Just missed. Full count. Close. With 2 outs, the runners again will be going. A hit to the outfield would widen the Old Abe's lead even more. Miller's coming home. Nope, steps off. Looked at that runner at second base. Old Abe's have already made an out on the bases in this inning. And past the diving second baseman Ryan Schulz, another run will come in. 4 runners in a row reach for the Old Abe's, and they now lead 9-3. Strayer gets his second hit of the afternoon, gets an RBI too.
Now batting.
Runners at first and third after the hit. All of this coming with 2 outs. Aaron Gunlock singled and got himself an RBI his last time up. So here's the first pitch to Gunlock, trying to throw that runner out at second. Safe. Not a double steal. The runner at third did not advance. Strayer moves into scoring position. One ball and no strikes. Boy, the Old Abe's have certainly not surrendered this inning. Got down to 2 outs, did not go quietly. Fouled back, 1-1. It was a 4-0 game in the first inning, and the Evergreens got within 4-3. The Old Abe's have scored 5 unanswered since then, and have reestablished order in their favor. 1-1 pitch, gets away, a wild pitch will bring in another run. On the one hand, nothing's going right for the Evergreens, but they're not playing well either. got a football score now, 10-3. Between the Evergreens' 4 pitchers, 4 wild pitches this afternoon. Now 2 outs, there's a runner on third. Popped up in foul territory. It's out of play down the third base side. 2-2. Again, Carter Miller, a usually reliable arm for the Evergreens, reached for 4 hits in this 4th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. Fly ball down the third base line. It's in foul territory. It's out of play. To reset the Everest infield, Cade Felch has re-entered the game and is now playing third base. Aiden Haupt moves to first base. Bouncing ball to short. Got to hustle that over. Safe! And a run scores. That was a bang-bang play. Boy, I had him out. The call on the field is safe. Aaron Gunlock is the 5th Old Abe to reach with 2 outs, and another run comes in. The inning continues. To hit. Strayer comes in from third. Abbott Jepson is 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Fly ball to center. Grzinski is back there, and mercifully, this inning comes to an end. The Old Abe's put up 4 more runs and have stretched their lead out to 11-3. We go to the bottom of the 4th next on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
Old Abe's put up a 4 spot in the top half of the 4th and now lead 11-3. Maddox Wyro will lead off for the Evergreens. Maddox hit safely his first time up a single. Evergreens need base runners, and they need their rally caps on for sure. That plastic hedgehog that the Evergreens keep in their dugout, if they come back in this game, we're never getting rid of the hedgehog. First ball swinging is a fly ball to center. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Now batting the center.
Hayden Grzinski walked his first time up. Ethan Palachek worked a 3-up, 3-down 3rd inning. And back then, the score was just 7-3. His team's given him more runs since then. Ball 1 to Hayden. Off-speed pitch is outside, 2-0. Strike there, 2-1. Evergreens find themselves trying to work towards an 8-run comeback. Just seems improbable. But still have outs to work with. Low, 3-1. Yeah, the Old Abes have to get 11 more outs to advance. Got to get them all. Inside corner, strike 2. Coming home to Grzinski. Foul territory, out of play behind home plate. Hit the bleachers. Had a little bit of a breeze before to cool things off. Wind is calm now. Three-two pitch. Bounced foul up the third base side. Swing and a miss. Tipped into the catcher's glove, and Hayden Grzinski is the second out. Look at Ethan Palachek. Palachek has struggled at times in this game, but he's solid now. He's retired the last 7 Evergreens that he's faced. Ty Rohde's 2 for 2, a single and a double. But he'll hit with 2 outs and the base is empty. Rohde is first ball swinging, eaten up by the first baseman and gets into right field. Think that's got to be scored an error on the first baseman, Abbott Jepson. No hit there for Ty Rohde.
Now batting for the Evergreens, the left fielder, Garrett Palmer.
Garrett Palmer, sophomore, now playing left field, comes in. It's in the Cooper Ritchie spot. I think this is Garrett's first varsity at bat. Fouls off the first pitch that he sees. Takes, throw down to first. Rohde is back. 1-1. Yeah, Ty Rohde reaching on the error is the first in the last 8 Everest batters to get on base. 1-1 pitch. Strike on the inside corner. A ball and 2 strikes to Garrett Palmer. I believe the Everest JV, where Garrett has spent much of the season, 16-8 this year. So the future looks bright. Everest Junior Varsity posting some wins. Low by just a little bit, 2-2. Aaron Smith, the Old Abe's catcher, thought that he'd bought his pitcher a strike in that spot. Throw over to first. Rohde is back. Rohde. The Old Abes were very productive with 2 outs on the top of the 4th inning. Evergreens need to do something similar here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rhodey starts, checked his swing, that's ball 4. Palmer works out a walk. Ryan Scholes, a strikeout and a triple, 1 for 2 today. You know, suddenly with an 8-run lead, the Old Abes want Ethan Palachek, their starting pitcher, to work as deep as he can. Want to save as much pitching as you can, assuming that the Old Abes will be playing again Thursday at Stevens Point. First and second, 2 out for Scholes. First ball swinging and fouls it off, strike 1. Just missed inside. That was close. 1-1.
What was the final? 10-0?
Foul territory. Third baseman Reisman makes a long run. It's out of play. Elsewhere in playoff action, Stevens Point advances by shutting out Wausau East 10-0. So we know for sure the winner of this game goes to Buchholz Park to play the Panthers on Thursday. One-two pitch. Off-speed pitch to third, and the force is made there. The inning comes to an end. Evergreens do not score and trail by 8. Old Abe's 11, DC Everest 3 on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup. And Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
To the top of the 5th we go. On a day where nothing's gone right for the Evergreens, this game opened up with a throwing error on the infield. The very first pitch of the ball game. Eau Claire Memorial staked themselves to a 4-0 lead. Evergreens got within 4-3. But the Old Abes have scored 7 unanswered, 3 in the third, 4 in the fourth. And now Carter Miller's run out there for another inning. He'll face 9, 1, and 2 in the Old Abes batting order.
Eau Claire Memorial. The catcher, Aaron Smith.
Old Abe sent 8 to the plate in that 4-run fourth inning. Here comes Aaron Smith. Smith is 0 for 2 today. First time against Carter Miller. Ball 1. We understand elsewhere that Marshfield has lost its playoff game. Who are they playing? Playing Menominee, who the Evergreens had a win against in their last game of the regular season. Menominee eliminates Marshfield. So far, the Wisconsin Valley Conference teams, well, Stevens Point speaks for itself. Everyone else, not so good today. 2 balls, no strikes. Fly ball to left. Line drive, moving over and caught. That's Garrett Palmer who's playing left field. Nice play out there for Garrett for the first out. Nolan Sweeney is 1 for 3 today.
Second baseman, Nolan Sweeney.
Singled his last time up and then was promptly picked off at first base.
Yeah.
Takes a strike. Yeah, the Old Abes, a young team. This score will be a surprise to people who are following the Division I bracket. But the Old Abes have played well. They've certainly hit the ball today. 1-1. And the Evergreens, we said earlier in the broadcast, they come into this game on an 8-game winning streak, which means nothing right now. Strike on the inside corner, 1-2. Carter Miller's the 4th pitcher the Evergreens have used. Check swing on a pitch that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sweeney's kind of a small kid. This is a tight strike zone that Carter Miller is throwing to. 2-2 pitch coming. Grounder to second. Ryan Schulz throws over to first. 2 up, 2 down. Caden Kruschke hits.
Caden Kruschke.
1 for 3. Just sounds to me like a kid named Kruschke should be batting cleanup. Kruschke hits in the number 2 spot. A single, a fly out, and a strikeout today. He'll bat with 2 outs, and the base is empty. Strike 1 on the outside corner. Checked his swing, did not go, and the pitch is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Checked his swing again. The pitch is in the same spot. 2 balls, 1 strike now. You know, some of these DC Everest players will be playing their first American Legion game on Friday. Scheduled to host Merrill, and that game is scheduled here on Zaleski Sports. Down to left field, a 2-out hit. Caden Kruschke has his second hit of the game. And we know all about Eau Claire Memorial and their 2-out rallies.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ian Bauer.
Ian Bauer has not been retired today. A triple and 2 walks. That single by Kruschke, the 11th hit for the Old Abes today. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bauer's triple was put into the left field corner. Low, bounces away from catcher Cole Van Slyke. A wild pitch will move the runner from first to second. So the Old Abes with another chance to bring in a 2-out run if they can deliver with a hit here from Ian Bauer. 1-1. Fouls that back. 1-2. Carter Miller hoping to hang up a 0. One-two pitch. Low. Cole Van Slyke with a good stop. Kept that in front of him. Runner does not advance from second base. 2-2. Righty to lefty with 2 outs. Took too much time to get together on a pitch, so Ian Bauer steps out. On the outside corner, strike 3. The inning is over. Old Abe's leave a runner stranded at second base. Carter Miller hangs up a 0. We're going to the bottom of the 5th. The Evergreens have just 9 outs to work with in their season. Trailing 11-3 on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy Express Car Wash.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're going to get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
Ethan Palachek, who's gotten better as the game goes on, throws strike 1 to Aiden Haupt. No pressure on Ethan right now, staked to an 8-run lead. Little up, 1-1. Low, 2-1. Evergreen's opportunity in this game came in the second inning, got 2 runs in, had the bases loaded with 1 out. Could not tie it and could not take the lead back. To center field, it's deep. Center fielder made the catch over the shoulder. See, it's that kind of afternoon for the Evergreens. Haupt gave that one a long ride, tracked down by Ben Strayer. Nice play in center.
Now batting, the catcher, Cole.
Cole Van Slyke is 0 for 2 today. Ground out and a fly out. Yeah, the Haupt hit looked like it was going further than it did. Kind of hung up there just a little bit. Center fielder able to track it down. Big rangy play. Ball 1 to Cole Van Slyke. Strike 1. Count evens. 1-1. The number 1 seed in this Division I regional is Chippewa Falls, playing the Big Rivers Conference along with the Old Abes. Beg your pardon, Hudson's the 1, Chippewa Falls is the 2. Spash is the 3. Boy, that Hudson athletic department is good at everything. Play good basketball, state-level hockey program. Grounder to second. Over to first, Nolan Sweeney has thrown out Cole Van Slyke. Cole is 0 for 3 today. Cade Felch will hit. Singled and scored back in the second. Cade is 1 for 2 today. He'll hit with 2 outs and nobody on. First ball swinging to the left side. Third baseman's got it. Throw is low, dug out there by Abbott Jepson. That's a 3-up, 3-down inning for Ethan Palachek. Pitch count was low in the inning. The Evergreens go down in order. 5 complete, 11-3. Old Abe's lead the DC Everest Evergreens. We go to the 6th when we come back on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. Getting late as the Old Abes of Eau Claire Memorial are looking to advance over DC Everest. They're hitting here in the 6th with an 8-run lead. Carter Miller out for another inning of work. When things just aren't going right for you, they're not going right. Aiden Hopp, the Everest first baseman, was going to throw the ball over to Carter Miller to complete his warm-up tosses. Carter Miller couldn't see it in the sun, almost hit him in the face.
Leading off for Eau Claire Memorial, the designated hitter, Mason McCarthy.
Mason McCarthy, 2 singles and a walk, has been on base in each of his at-bats. McCarthy could be the first player to the 3-hit club in this game. See what he does here against Carter Miller. First ball swinging shallow right field. Ty Rohde is over and makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
That brings up the third baseman, Ryan Reisman.
Ryan Reisman had a good putout in the home half of the 5th. He'll bat here in the 6th. A double, a walk, and a ground out. 1 for 2 today. He's first ball swinging. And it's a hit. The 12th hit off Everest pitching today for Eau Claire Memorial.
Now batting the center fielder, Ben Strayer.
Here's Ben Strayer. A 3-hit possibility for him. Got a single and a double and a strikeout. One out and 1 on here in the 6th. Strayer takes a strike. Checked his swing but went too far. Strike 2. Evergreens have used 4 pitchers today. Cade Felch, Riley Lake, Caden Allen, and now Carter Miller. Laid off the pitch that was low, a ball and 2 strikes. McCarthy flied out to start the inning. Reisman singled to left. Now it's a ball and 2 strikes to Ben Strayer. Strayer's swing and a miss. Over the top of that pitch, 2 outs. Runner does not advance from first base. Aaron Gundlach is also bidding for a 3-hit game. He's got 2 singles.
Aaron Gunlock.
Gundlach is 2 for 3 today. Gunlock's one of the few seniors on this Old Abe's team. Wild pitch moves the runner up to second base. Yeah, the Old Abe's have only 5 seniors. Ben Strayer, Karsten Trowbridge, who we've not seen in today's game, Devin Barrickman, who we have also not seen, Ian Bauer, who's playing shortstop, and Aaron Gundlach, who's at the plate now. To left field, it's down. Another run comes in. 12 across the plate for the Old Abe's. And it is Aaron Gundlach who is the first player to 3 hits for the ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman, Abbott Jepson.
Each one of Gundlach's hits has brought in a run, so he's got 3 RBI in the game too. Here's Abbott Jepson, 0 for 3. The 8 and 9 hitters, Jepson hits 8th in the Eau Claire order, are the only Old Abe's who have not been on base today. Ball 1. If that runner on first base comes around to score, it's a 10-run lead for the Old Abe's, and the Evergreens would need at least a run to keep the game going. So there are 10 run rule possibilities for Eau Claire Memorial. Fouled back, 2 balls and a strike. Runners going, swing and foul back. Hit and run was on. Count evens at 2-2. Yeah, you know why the Old Abe's would really like to get a 10th run across here? They'd like to save more pitching if they're playing again on Thursday. Anything you can do to bring a playoff game to an early end, you got to do it. Nobody's got enough pitching to go deep in the postseason. Fouled away, 2 balls and 2 strikes again. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, another run is in with a runner at first base. Runners going again. Up high for a ball. Throw down to second is into the outfield. A stolen base and a throwing error. Moves that 10-run rule run up to third. Stolen base, throwing error on Everest catcher Cole Van Slyke. Everest's 3rd error of the game. Back at home plate, it's 2-2 to Abbott Jepson. Outside, counts full. That was ball 4. Runners on the corners for Aaron Smith.
Now batting, the catcher, Aaron Smith.
Smith is 0 for 3 today. 2 pop-outs and a strikeout. Trying to stretch the Old Abe's lead to 10. Carter Miller steps off. Miller steps off again. Nine-run lead, and the Old Abe's trying to make it 10. Low. Smith hits in the number 9 hole. Waiting on a 1-0 pitch. Fouled off, 1-1. The Evergreens have 7, 8, and 9 in their batting order due to hit in the bottom of the 6th inning. Obviously, the waters could not be deeper for the Evergreens in this spot. And Carter Miller steps off again. 2 outs, 1-1 pitch. To left center field. Going back, Hayden Grzinski reaches up and makes the catch. That brings the inning to an end, and the Eau Claire lead stays at 9 runs. They tacked on one more. It's now 12-3. Bottom of the 6th when we come back on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Welcome back. Pitching change for the Old Abe's. Karsten Trowbridge, righty, senior, comes on for Ethan Polachek. Polachek, the junior, worked 5 innings. 3 runs, all were earned, 5 hits. Struck out 5, walked 3. Polachek, who it looked like was going to be pulled from the game at least twice, maybe more. Worked through 5 innings and stands to be the winning pitcher today.
Now pitching for Eau Claire Memorial, Karsten Trowbridge.
Carter Miller's going to hit for himself in the Brody Hall spot.
Carter Miller.
So Carter Miller, Everest senior, gets what figures to be the final at-bat of his high school baseball career. Up high, ball 1. Again, nothing complicated for Karsten Trowbridge in relief. Throw strikes, get outs. Second baseman dives. Did he catch that? He did. Carter Miller was robbed in his final at-bat. Nolan Sweeney lays out and makes the catch. Zach Dupke will get a chance to hit. Another Everest senior taking his final at-bat.
Now batting, Zach Depke.
He'll hit in the Maddox Wyrose spot. So Maddox Wyro, who will be back next year, he's only a junior, finishes the game 1 for 2 with a single. Ball 1. Inside, 2 balls, no strikes. So if the Evergreens keeping this a 9-run game, means that this game's going to go the full 7 innings. Inside corner strike, 2-1. Up high, 3-1. Someone is still playing catch down in the Old Abe's bullpen. Hard to imagine what trouble Eau Claire Memorial could run into with a 9-run lead and 5 outs left in the Everest season. There's a walk. Dopke reaches first base.
Now batting the center fielder, Hayden Grzinski.
Hayden Grzinski has walked and struck out. Wild pitch down in the dirt. Will move up Depke to second base. So Thursday baseball, second round, regional finals, figures to be the Old Abe's and Spash. We'll be down at Buchholz Park, a 5 o'clock start. Bouncing ball up the third base side, foul, 1-1. Coleman Schilling in the Everest third base coaching box. Bare-handed play.
Not bad for an old catcher.
Runner on second and a 1-1 pitch coming. To the left side. Shortstop's got it. Double clutches. Safe at first base. Hustling down the line. Hayden Grzinski beat that out. That's an infield hit. No out recorded on the infield. Runners at first and third.
Now batting the right fielder, Ty Rody.
So this figures to be Ty Rody's final at-bat of his sophomore season. Rody today is 2 for 3. Been on base all 3 times, single, double, and reached on an error. Rody is first ball swinging. It's popped up in foul territory. Is there a play there? No. Nope, dropped. Third baseman Ryan Reisman was charging towards the Everest dugout. Couldn't make a play. You got to watch not running into the cinder blocks while trying to catch that ball. Couldn't do both. Fly ball. Center fielder going back. It's over his head and off the base of the wall. Rody scampers in with a double. The Evergreens score 2 runs on the Ty Rody. Third hit of the day for Ty.
They scored 2, right?
2 runs come in. Depke from third and Hayden Grzinski comes all the way around. Garrett Palmer to hit now. Palmer worked out a walk his last time up. First ball swinging, and it's down to center field. The kid's got himself a single. Rhodey holds at third base.
That single by Palmer brings up the second baseman, Ryan Schultz.
Ryan Schultz today is 1 for 3. Evergreens have to do more before we're a believer in this game. Schultz' first ball swinging and fouled off. Strike one. This inning started off with a walk. Evergreens have had 3 consecutive hits, all with 1 out here. Low. Catcher made a good stop, keeps the runner at third base. A ball and a strike to Ryan Schultz. Aiden Hopt and Cole Van Slyke are the next 2 due to bat for the Evergreens, and they've just been bottled up today, a combined 0 for 6. Throw over to first, runners back. Low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Evergreens have trailed by as many as 9. The deficit is 7 right now. Checked his swing. Wild pitch will bring a run in. Rhodey comes in from third base. Palmer advances all the way to third. And back at the plate, it's 3-1. Fouled away. So what was 12-3 a few moments ago is 12-6 now. Get the tying run into the on-deck circle. Then I'll get excited. That's what it'll take to make me a believer in this spot. And the Evergreens still have a lot to do before they get to that situation. Fouled off. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Ryan Schultz. Coming home, fouled off. Wasted a pitch that would have been strike 3. At one point, this was a 4-3 ball game. High, ball 4. Still only 1 out, and the inning continues. Here's Aiden Hopt to hit.
Now batting, the first baseman, Aiden Hopt.
Aiden's got a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. So a little bit of everything for Aiden today. What we need is a hit in this spot. If Aiden's got a home run swing in him, now's the time. Takes strike 1. Cole Van Slyke, home run power in the on-deck circle. Inside, 1-1. First and third. Tomahawk swing to center field. Caught. Runner will tag at third and will come in. Not intentional at all, but a sacrifice fly. Aiden Hopt gets himself an RBI. Garrett Palmer scores from third base.
Now batting, the catcher, Cole Van Slyke.
Runner at first, 2 outs for Cole Van Slyke, who is due. His first time against Karsten Trowbridge. Down low, ball 1. Ryan Schulz is the runner at first. Let's see, the last Everest game we did here at Simon Field. Cole Van Slyke parked one over the right field fence. Outside, 2-0. See if Big Blue will show us if he called that a strike or not. Thought it was outside. Nope, Blue just indicated 1-1 here. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside. 2-1. Two outs, and the Evergreens got to make a little more out of this inning. Strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cole Van Slyke is not sure what the count is. We're not sure either. Cole has stepped out. We are indeed at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that ball is well hit to right field. Right fielder going back, going back, going back. It's off the wall. The Evergreens will inch closer. Cole Van Slyke's got himself a 2-out triple and an RBI. Van Slyke brings Ryan Schulz, who was on via a walk, all the way around. This is suddenly a 4-run game. I said that I would believe if we got within 3 runs and the runner was in the on-deck circle. I'm getting close. And what was a 9-run Old Abe's lead is down to 4 and a pitching change here. Karsten Trowbridge got only 2 outs, worked 2/3 of an inning. Jeffrey Moretto, a sophomore, is coming in this spot.
Now pitching for Eau Claire Memorial, Jeffrey Moretto.
When a 9-run lead has taken a haircut down to 4, you bring in a sophomore. Again, Old Abe's are just an inexperienced team. Don't have a lot of seniors. So you depend on underclassmen to do the work. Cade Felch is scheduled to hit. He bats with a runner at third base and 1 for 3 today. The Evergreens have got this back down to a 4-run lead. I'll tell you this, the Evergreens are not going silently into this late afternoon sunset. Not at all. Trailed by 9, they put up a 5 spot here in the 6th and are within 4 runs. Boy, baseball's just a funny game sometimes, isn't it? Old A's are just trying to get themselves across the finish line here. Jeffrey Moretto, the sophomore, is on to pitch.
Now batting for the Evergreens, Cade Felch.
Colin Fuchs is the courtesy runner at third for Cole Van Slyke. First pitch to Cade Felch. Inside corner, strike 1. Pretty good velocity, too, there from Jeffrey Moretto. While pitch would cost a run here. Wow, that looked like a ball. Cade Felch can't believe it. It's called strike 2. That pitch sure was inside. Instead, Felch is down in the count 0-2. Need contact here from Cade. And Cade Felch, fly ball down the right field line in foul territory, out of play. Karsten Tobridge is responsible for the runner at third base. He worked only 2/3 of an inning here in the 6th. Still no balls and 2 strikes. To Cade Felch, low. Good stop by catcher Aaron Smith. Smith had to backhand that low pitch, keep it from going to the backstop. 1-2 pitch. Call strike 3. Cade Felch is out. The Evergreens get within 4 runs, but they leave another runner stranded at third. Jeffrey Moretto got the out that he needed. Our new score as we go to the 7th, it's 12-8. This is a regional semifinal playoff game on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Nolan Sweeney and the top of the Old Abe's batting order to hit. Nolan will hit for a 5th time in the game. 1 for 4. Aiden Hopt, senior. Right-handers on the mound. Gotta hang up a 0 here. Strike one. Aiden's got high velocity. There have been times that he's had trouble throwing strikes. Let's see which Aiden hopped we get today. Bouncing ball on one hop. Cade Felch throws him out from third. Two pitches, and Nolan Sweeney is out. Caden Kruschke is 2 for 4 today.
Caden Kruschke.
Outside, ball one. Into the gap, left center field, diving play. He caught that. He caught that. A diving catch in left field. Garrett Palmer has had himself an interesting game. He's hit safely in the Evergreens' 5-run 6th, and there has a diving catch in the outfield. Palmer, a sophomore who we're going to see at the varsity level next year. Ian Bauer is 1 for 2, a triple and 2 walks. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, where the Evergreens will need 4 runs. They've got 7, 8, and 9 in their order to hit. So if the Evergreens can get some base runners, some of their bigger bats will come around again. Here's a strike to Bauer. Outside, 1-1. I mean, normally you would think going to the bottom of the 7th that a 4-run lead is safe, but not really the way this game is played. The bottom of the 7th would at least be interesting. Low, 2 balls and a strike. Evergreens have played from behind the entire game. Bouncing ball to hopped off the mound. Throws over to first. A 3-up, 3-down inning. Aiden did his job. Evergreens need to keep the rally caps on. 12-8, and we go to the bottom of the 7th on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
A 2-hour and 40-minute effort is not over yet. Evergreens are down to their final 3 outs. Sophomore Jeffrey Moretto for the Old Abes is out there for a second inning. He got the 3rd and final out, ending a 5-run uprising in the 6th. Carter Miller, who was robbed of a hit on a diving play by second baseman Nolan Sweeney, will lead off.
Carter Miller.
And you know what? The screws start to tighten on the Old Abes if the Evergreens get the leadoff runner aboard. Carter Miller, 0 for 1, but was robbed of a hit his first at-bat in the game. Low, ball 1. I think that Carter Miller probably takes until strike 1 comes here, because you're desperate for a base runner. There is strike 1. A ball and a strike. Boy, if the Old Abe's hold on to win this thing, it didn't go down easy. No, sir. 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Carter's playing for contact now. Called strike 3. Carter Miller thought that was outside. Old Abe's led by 9 in this game. They lead by 4 now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Maddox WIAA.
Maddox WIAA, who is now pitching for the Evergreens, will take his regular spot in the order. He re-enters after Zach Dupke hit for him the last time through. Maddox WIAA today is 1 for 2. Ball 1. Takes a strike, 1-1. One out and nobody on. Evergreen season hangs in the balance. Fouled that back, a ball and 2 strikes. Hayden Grzinski's spot in the order is next. Maddox WIAA's out in front of that and has struck out. 2 up and 2 down here in the 7th.
That brings up the center fielder.
Hayden Grzinski, 1 for 2, a single, a walk, and a strikeout. Could be the last batter of the Everest season. Fly ball to center. Camping under it is Ben Strayer. He makes the catch. The Evergreens 3 up, 3 down in the 7th inning. They had an 8-game winning streak that comes to an end today as their season closes out. Eau Claire Memorial advances 12-8 over DC Everest. Evergreens put up 5 runs in the 6th to make it at least a little bit interesting. Our final line score, 12 runs, 13 hits, and 1 error for the Old Abe's, who advance. They'll play Stevens Point on Thursday. The Evergreen season comes to an end with 8 runs, 9 hits, and 3 errors. Again, the Evergreens played from behind for the entire afternoon in a game that took 2 hours and 47 minutes to complete. Congratulations to the Old Abe's of Eau Claire Memorial. They'll play Spash on Thursday. Up next, down to the field for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply today at merrillsteel.com. Eau Claire Memorial advances 12-8 over DC Everest. I'm Chris Conley. Back to wrap things up in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
It will be fine. My cameraman will cue us in just a moment. It's the Merrill Steel postgame show. The Old Abes upset DC Everest in the first round of the state playoffs, 12-8. Coach, congratulations. It's such a young team that to see your opponent come back on you, for them to get the final outs, I thought this is a big win for you guys.
Yeah, I can't say enough about our group, and it starts with guys like to my left here with Ian. Our senior group has just been steadfast this year in the face of a lot of adversity through the year. We are collectively a young group that's learning on the fly here in big-time varsity baseball. And guys like Ian have done so much to kind of steady the ship and allow us to grow and find our way that we knew if we came out and played our game today, we were going to have an opportunity to win a baseball game.
Talk a little bit about managing your pitching, because it looked like your starting pitcher was going to be out of the game 2 or 3 times, and yet he ate up innings and was better in the later innings than he was early on.
Yeah, Pally's really been a dog for us. Ethan Palachek, he's really hit another gear as we've had a couple of setbacks in our pitching rotation, and he's taken the ball every time and just been willing to compete. And it took him a minute to settle in a little bit today, but that's the Ethan that we've been seeing outing in and outing out down the stretch here. So really glad and proud of him and the work he's done, and he deserves a ton of credit for giving us a chance.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy the bus ride home. Spash coming up on Thursday on the road for these Old Abes. Let's spend a moment with one of the Old Abe seniors, Ethan Bauer. Ethan, tell me about the role that you play when there are so few seniors on this year's team.
Having a lot of varsity experience in my past, I'm a guy that the underclassmen tend to look up to, and I'm just trying to be a light that they can follow, be my best example of myself, like a good role model to people, and I mean just like play the game with energy and they follow.
The younger guys didn't fold their tents, but a couple of times the game tightened up. In fact, it tightened up twice in this game, and yet you guys got the outs that you needed in the big spots. You won the big moments in the game today.
Yeah. I mean, like everybody 1 through 9 in our order and in the field, like I'm confident that they can get out to make hits. And, you know, like I have no doubt in my mind that any of these guys aren't where they're supposed to be right now.
So Everest puts up 5 runs in the 6th. What was it like on the bench there? Were things starting to get a little tight?
Yeah, things were getting tight a little bit, but, you know, we had the insurance, you know, told our pitchers, go right at them. You got house money to play with and make outs, and we tried to make outs behind them.
The Old Abes pound out 13 hits and upset the DC Everest Evergreens 12-8. They'll take on Stevens Point on Thursday at Bucol Park, a game that you'll see right here on Zaleski Sports. I'm Chris Conley. Final score 12-8. Old Abes advance. Evergreen season comes to an end. Thanks for joining us on the Merrill Steel postgame show. Good night, everybody. One more thing for you to do. Give us an in the house for our, say your name and say I'm in the house for our highlight reel.
I'm Ian Bauer and I'm in the house.
Congratulations. Thanks a lot
Thank
for coming
you.
over.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Thank you.
Take care. Enjoy the ride home.